So for today is very exciting. Yesterday, Audrey gave a very good brief. Today, Terrance, the director from Profile Property, will be giving his brief, and his topic is closing a deal from A to Z, all the way from the start to the end of the deal. So it focuses a lot on the soft skills and some tricks of the trades on how to ease up your clients lah. Of course, negotiation is an art form, is something that you have to keep practicing and something that you have to keep learning. So when we hear from a more senior person, hopefully we can add more tricks into our arsenal lah. Okay. Last but not least, at the end of the session, if you all can spend a good 1 or 2 minutes to scan the code, we would appreciate more feedback so that we can build up better training sessions for you all. Okay, so our collaboration will be long-term, is focused mostly on providing enough for all of our negotiators. Okay, so Terrance, can I just please test your mic if you're around?
Yep.
All right, Terrance is around. Okay, so without further ado, everybody, you can see the reactions button at the bottom. You can click on the reactions button. Let's give Terrance a warm round of applause before he start off his session. So click down at your reaction. There's a thumbs up or there's a clap your hand. Please, let's all welcome Terrance. Terrance, thank you very much for making your time today. Please take it away. Thank you.
Okay, let me start off with our training today. Okay, let me open my slides. Hold on. Okay, all right. Can you see my slides, everyone? Can see my slides here? Okay, very good afternoon. Okay, it's good to see that everyone here today, more than 100 agents, I suppose everyone here are agents lah. Huh? So let me introduce myself. My name is Terrance Yeo. I'm the director of Profile Property. I've been in the industry for the past 8 years. First 4 years, I was working with property developer in their finance team, all right, an accountant. Okay, I'm not a salesperson, okay, but I started off as an accountant, okay, and then after that, I decided to venture, okay, take a leap of faith and become a real estate negotiator. Okay, it's a choice. It's a choice. It's not because I do not have options, but I want to upskill myself. I want to do sales, do the front end. Hence, I become a real estate agent. And for the past 5 years, I gained a lot. I learned a lot from the industry. Okay, so interesting. The numbers are building up. I've introduced myself. So I would like to have this session more interactive. I would like to see people's giving a response. Okay, before I go straight to the topic, close deal from A to Z. Okay, let's have an interactive session. If you guys are just joined during the MCO 1.0, which is last year, March, you just joined during this period of time, MCO time, you joined the industry. Can you give a 1? I want to see the responses. How many actually just joined into the industry? Oh, Maria Kishan, yes. Wow, actually a lot, huh? A lot of people just joined the industry. That is good, because now is the time to pick up new skills, MCO time. All right, join MCO 1.0. Okay, very good. Okay, I have another questions because I know that because we are coming together, all 3 agencies. Some agents may be focusing in sub-sales. Some agents may be focusing in project. Let's see the differences. Okay, if today you are a project-focused agent, can you put number 2? Or if you are sub-sale, can you put a number 3? Okay, try to be more interactive. Oh, 2, 3 is a mix. Huh? Actually, sub-sale quite a lot. If you are in between, number 4, you don't know where you are. Or 2 and 3 also got. Or you are being invited, you are not here, not there, and you just come and observe, maybe put a 4. Okay, some are in between. Okay, very good. Saiful, number 4. Okay, no worries. Okay, that's very good because I see some agents really focus in a respective field, sub-sale. Some are project, some is in between. Okay, so for this training session, the whole close deal from A to Z, the slides, how I curated is very much sub-sales, because sub-sales has more steps, more processes. However, I will still relate back to project. At the end of the day, I hope that whether you are sub-sale, whether you are project, you gain something, you learn something out of the session, okay? If today you are a new agent, I'm sure you will learn a lot, for sure. And if you are experienced agents, maybe at this point of time, you're a bit lost, you don't know where to pick up, where you at. I feel after this session, you may learn something, take up the key points, and maybe you have a new idea. Okay, that is very important. Okay, if you think what I share later, there's something useful, please take note. Okay, all right. So let's start. Let's begin our topic, close deal from A to Z. Why I want to start off with the process, property sales cycle first is because a lot of agents know how to do sales, but they don't know actually in this whole cycle that is actually step by step, from getting listing, from identify the area to close deal. So I want to start off with the very beginning. Okay, it's a refresher if you are agent, experienced agent. If you are new agents, I believe this will be very valuable for you. Okay, now first, the first step in property sales cycle is about identifying your geographic target area. What is geographic target area? Some of you may be new. Hey, what is this? I haven't heard this before. Meaning geographic target area, also meaning your focus area. Okay, first step is to identify your focus area. Okay, how to do that? Later, I'll give you more tips. Okay, this whole syllabus, this whole training today, all right, is about laying out the steps, and I will give you some of the tips of each steps. All right. Number 2 is about property listing. Step 2, after we identified the focus area, okay, we then start off picking up listings. So what are the key points here when we pick up the listings? What need to be said? Okay. Number 3 is about marketing. After we pick up listings, we then marketing. So for project agent, normally start off from the step 2 lah, because you already know the product, you already given the product from the developer. Now you need to do the study. Okay, you need to understand your product, your project that you are selling. After that, understand your product already, your project already, then you start marketing. Okay, different product have different marketing strategy. Okay, later I'll go to that. Okay, number 4 is appointment, right? After you do a marketing, you have enough exposure, that's where your inquiry come in, your leads come in, your calls come in. That is when we set appointments with our clients, right? Okay, after that, number 5, after they come to the sales gallery or in sub-sale, they come to view the house after our proposal, they view the property already. We need to do what? Follow up. Okay, follow up. There's a few things that we need to take care of, right? Number 6 is negotiation. For negotiation part, project may not be relevant. However, there's a few key things that I think is applicable when we do presentation for our clients in project sales. Okay, number 6 in sub-sale, negotiation is the very crucial part, very important, and a lot of agents do not know how to negotiate. Okay, later I will highlight a few key tips for you guys. And last but not least is closing deal, what you need to be concerned of when it comes to close deal. So this is a step-by-step sales process, and each will really affect the closing at the end. All right, let's go to the first step first. Okay, is to identify your geographic target area, which is also your focus area. What do you need to consider? Okay, first thing first. Same thing for project. If you're focusing on project, you need to understand your product. You need to familiarize the location. You need to understand the demographic. Okay. First questions to you. Are you familiar with the location or the condominium development? Are you familiar? Okay. Do you know, for example, if today you are focusing in one area, for example, Subang area, do you know how many section is there? Do you know how many USJ is within this location? Or if you focus in a certain project, do you understand within this project what kind of demographic have in this group or this township? Whether there's more Malay than Chinese and Indian, or what kind of population? Is it more working adult, or this is for students market? All this we have to study. Okay, so before we zoom into picking up listings, right, we need to understand this. Okay, because different location will have different marketing strategy. Different condominium will have different marketing strategy. Okay, let's go to number 2. Is the demand is high? Whether the demand in this area is high, whether is it very competitive in this area or in this condominium? How do we understand that? How do we find out that? Okay, to know whether this condominium or this area is high in demand, there's certain tools that we can use. Okay, the most important one or most famous one will be bricks. So you will need to use bricks, bricks.my. Okay, if anyone who don't know, is actually a product that is tied with iProperty, where we can find past transacted data. Okay, if you are not using bricks, you can check out JPPH. They have this service as well. You need to subscribe lah. So using bricks, right, we can identify this area or this condominium, what kind of transaction we are having. When we want to study a location, use bricks to study whether this area has a lot of demand or not. Okay, do you know that in Selangor, the highest demand in areas is actually Klang? Yeah, all this how I know is because we use this kind of platform that provide the information. Okay, when it comes to whether this area competition is high or not, we go to iProperty, Property Guru, Muda, check out the area. Actually, how many agents actually actively posting their ads? All right, how many agents actually premium it? How many agents actually feature their listings? Okay, that's can see how competitive is it. Just to give an example, if you notice, if you go to Bangsar South, right, actually that area is super competitive. The competition is so fierce. Okay, a lot of agents all there banging on premium listings or features listings. So as an agent, you have to consider whether this is a right time, right location you want to venture in. All right, number 3, we need to understand what is the average price range for sale and rent. Okay, so for project as well, you need to understand compared to these projects that I'm selling, what kind of average price is the condominium next door that is completed. Okay, because likely that your clients that comes to you already understand the product or already understand the area. So we have to back up ourselves as well. We need to do that kind of study. All right. Number 4, what are the future development plans in this area? What is the future development for this project from this developer? So these are the key points that we need to study first before we really go on the battleground. Okay, that is very important. Okay, number 5 is very, very important also, which is, do you have enough resources to farm this area? What does it mean by farm? Farm meanings you have to venture your time, your money, and picking up listings to marketing to close deal, everything in line. Do you have the time and resources or money to start off to build this area? For example, today, I want to start off in KLCC or KL area, KLCC area. Please be prepared that you need to spend a little bit more money compared to area in Selangor. Okay, because KLCC area, definitely you need iProperty, definitely you need more overseas platforms that to have the most exposure. So these are the things that we need to consider. Okay, if says that today another example that's about time. Today maybe I stay in Subang Jaya and today I want to sell Semenyi property. Does it make sense to you? Because the travel distance is so long. So that's why when we're selecting a target area, we need to consider these few aspects. Okay, so when we selected the geographic target area, what normally we recommend our agents is that we're focusing on 2 to 3 condominiums only. Not too many, because too many is very hard to seize the result. Okay, and we don't encourage our agents to venture into different area. At the very beginning, we start off with one area first. Okay, when we are comfortable, we feel like you already reach a bottleneck. Maybe for experienced agents, you have come to a bottleneck already. I already been focusing this area for past few years, but my results are not as good. Then I think this is the time that you want to reconsider to venture into other area. Okay, right? This is the first tip. And second is to select high demand areas of condominium. Just as I've shared already, you can use bricks, all right? You can use property insights and add other tools for analysis, okay? And number three, which is very, very important, just as I mentioned, the areas or the condominiums that you select determines our marketing strategy. Okay, for project sites, same thing, okay? For project, because you already understand the product, you already understand your audience. So now when it comes to setting, because most of the time, project sales are through Facebook marketing, am I right? So understanding your demographic, understanding your product, when we comes to the setting part, we select the target audience carefully. Okay, maybe today you are selling KLCC area, your income, you may want to increase the income bracket for your target campaign. Okay, for maybe if you are focusing in other area outskirt, then you will want to focus in the nearby surrounding people. So it's very different one. So understanding your product is very important. Okay, number two. So far, so good. All right, number two, after we identify the area already, okay, we have done a good job in the first step. Now, the second step is a property listings, picking up listings. Okay, once we have decided the area, selected the focus area, now we have to pick up listings. I always tell my agents, okay, today as a real estate negotiator, we are a business owner lah. Imagine that today I open up a grocery and only selling one product. Okay, do you think there will be a lot of people buying from me because I only have one product? So for sub-sale agents, please make sure that once you have identified the target area, pick up as many listings as possible, because in general statistics, if you want to have consistent inquiry daily, you will need at least 100 listings on your portals. Okay, 100 listings on your property portals. Like for example, what I mean is property portals is like iProperty, Property Guru, Muda, HPros, all these platforms. Okay, make sure it have enough exposure. Make sure you have enough products to sell to your client. Okay, if today you open a grocery shop, you have a lot of products, there's a very good chance, definitely you have clients to buy your stuff. Okay, and also after picking up listings, you need to do a more detailed property analysis on your product, how to sell. Okay, different product, different marketing strategy. Okay, number two tips. Okay, start calling or SMS blasting to collect property listings. Okay, especially now, MCO, FMCO time, lockdown, most of the clients, most of your potential buyers or most of your potential owners are at home. They are very free. Okay, now is the right time to call them, to SMS them. Okay, so normally when it comes to SMS, first thing first, is advised to use a backup phone number lah. Okay, because when it blasts, right, chances are you'll be get blocked, get barred, especially for WhatsApp. And in terms of the message, we have to be curate to very short and sweet, very simple, very direct and straightforward. Okay, if the message is too lengthy, owner may just overlook it. All right. And then lastly, when we pick up the listings, we always request for exclusive. Okay, when we meet the client, if any possible way, we ask for exclusive listings lah. Okay, what is exclusive listings? Maybe some of the agents are new here. Okay, exclusive listings means the owner only assign us as the only agents that sell their property. Other agency cannot sell. Even the owner's friends, family cannot transact within themselves. Okay, that's for exclusive. And of course, as exclusive agents, there's a lot of benefits for our owners. I'm not going to talk about that. Okay. So for project agents, the projects that your agency brings in are I would say, are exclusive also, in a way that developer nowadays, they don't appoint too many agencies to sell. They only select 3 to 4 max. Okay, so if your agency has these projects brought in, I appreciate, because it's easy to get property projects, but not easy in a way also, because certain big name developers still very selective when it comes to appointing agencies to sell the products. Okay, just like I mentioned, good listings. All right. So good listings, when I talk about good listings, we actually in real estate and in the industry, we actually grade our listings. We use the system called traffic light system. There's grade A, grade B, grade C listing. So what is a good listing? What is a grade A listings? There are a few features. All right. The first features definitely is exclusive. If we can get exclusive from the owner, definitely this is a grade A listing. Of course, a few other factors we have to take into consideration. Okay, number 2, it has to be below market price. Okay, nowadays property market actually is a bit adjusted. Yesterday Audrey also shared, now is buyer's market. Okay, a lot of owners here, I mean in the market there's a lot of supplies, a lot of owners wanted to sell their property. If this property listings is still on the market price, on the general market price before the MCO, it's very hard to sell. So if you still have this kind of listings, please contact your owner. This is the right time to contact your owner, okay, to update them what is the current market price. And if they want to sell it fast, they want to adjust their price. Okay, if this listings is at below market price, we will consider as grade A as well. And number 3, underlying reason why the owner want to sell the property. Okay, as a real estate negotiator, that is very important to understand our clients' big why they want to sell, why they want to buy. Okay, if there's a certain owners telling you that, hey, I want to sell because I need I need money, or I want to migrate, there is a very big reasons why they want to sell. They are motivated. Okay, this kind of owners, their listings, I will grade it at grade A. Okay, I will focus on all these listings. Okay, number 4, areas that has high demand and condominiums. Just now I mentioned, you can use the tool to identify that whether this area has a lot of demands or not. Okay, number 5 is accessibility. Okay, whether this condominium has a very good accessibility, meaning if it is close to a few highways, chances are these areas or this condominium has better demand. Okay, and last but not least, a good infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Meaning, like for example, close to LRT station, close to MRT station, okay, or close to business hotspot, right? That is close to highway, that is close to hospital. All these are the key infrastructure close to, yeah, just I mentioned highway already. Yeah, so these are the key features or key infrastructures that will ensure that there is enough demand for the location of condominium. If today you are selling this project that has this good infrastructure in place, good news to you, there is sure demand for this property development, project development. Just that, do we have market enough? Do we have a good targeting when it comes to marketing? All right. Okay, let's come to property marketing. Interesting. So for sub-sale, in project, right? In sub-sale, as an agent, we have a lot of listings. You need at least 100, 200 listings. However, we don't focus all. That's why just like I mentioned that in our industry, that's called a traffic light system, that we grade our rating, grade A, grade B, grade C. Okay. So we only selected the good grade, grade A and grade B max. We will focus on this grade A one. Okay. So make sure that we spend enough money, time, and resources to make sure that these listings has enough exposure. So for online, so when it comes to marketing, there's online and offline advertising. I'm sure you all know already. Online advertising, most agents put it in property portals, iProperty, Property Guru, Props, HProp, Muda. Just share with you guys. Recently, HProp quite not bad. The inquiries coming in. I think because lately they actually have this subscription model. Now they are asking agents to pay, and we can see that they reinvest the money back into their marketing and generate a good traffic. So if you today you don't have HROP, maybe you want to consider to subscribe. Okay, and then offline advertising. What are the offline advertising we can do? All right, I give you an example. Flyering. Okay, flyering for even for project it works. Okay, but of course this is FMCO is not the right time to do flyering lah. But what we can do, we innovative, we do e-flyers, we blast it in our own social media. Okay, this is one way. Okay, and then back then for sub sale we do a lot of banners. Okay, hanging banners. All right, newspapers, advertisings, all this can be done. All right, so I'll just share a concept of 333. Okay, this is a marketing concept for sub sale. At least if you have a property listing in this area or in this condominium, at least have 3 property listing at different prices. Maybe if this is a basic, of course, the price has to be lower, a medium range price and a higher range price. Of course, the property has to be better to market in the portals. Okay, all right, and then at least advertise in 3 portals. That is bare minimum, yeah. Because nowadays, as a real estate negotiator, I mean, we are pampered with so many platforms to advertise. So at 3 is bare minimum. So if you have more options, go with for more, the maximum exposure as possible. Today, if you said that you are project agent, if you tell me that you only focus in Facebook, okay, I said you may losing out a different pool of buyers, because some clients, right, they may not just exist in Facebook. All right, they maybe not they don't go to Facebook. Maybe you don't able to target them. However, they may be more active in this property portals. So try to advertise as many platforms or many channels as possible. Okay, for advertising in all these platforms, make sure you advertise 3 times a day lah. Okay, that if you have enough listings, just I mentioned, if you have enough listings, you will have inquiry every day, even in FMCO time. So I would advise agents, be careful on spending at FMCO, but you should not stop your marketing. Okay, you should not stop your marketing. You have to optimize, but you should not stop. Okay, because now I know that some agents, they stop marketing because of FMCO. But statistically, I can share with you, actually last week, I have just had the management meeting with our team, and we realized that back on our data last year, 2020, Q2, the sales performance is not as good because of affected by the market. MCO time, we cannot go out. However, Q3 and Q4, we had a very good results. Why is it so? Because after MCO, people come out to buy property again. Okay, because during MCO time, they have the time to check out the portals. They have the time to study. So when the markets open back, the sales, the people who wants to buy comes back. So are you ready? Are you guys ready for it or not? Have you guys start marketing? So this is the good time. Okay, right. So also just to also add on that, based on our last week discussion, we noticed that Q3, actually the sales volume starting to grow, and to support that, actually Q3 rental cases has much higher. Q4 sales kicks in. Okay, so this is a trend, and history tend to repeat itself. So take advantage of this MCO time. All right, advertising tips. So I would say that most of our agents, right, when they got the listings or even they got it from the developer, they do not do some adjustment, or they do not redesign the photos the marketing material that is given. Okay, for sub-sale agents, when the owner send them the photos, right, they just straight away post. So that is not the right move. I would always advise our agents to make sure they edit their photos before they post it up. Okay, to a certain extent, when I actively doing it, when I go to viewing appointment, right, the agents straight away recognize me. Oh, you are the agents that have a very nice photos online one. Without me actually purposely doing that lah. Because I did so that make sure that my client sees nice photos and they then inquire my property. So I feel all the agents must practice that lah. Because nowadays the phone has the in-apps application where you can just edit your brightness. Okay, what I normally do is just when I collect the photos, whether I took it myself or my owner sent it to me, I will adjust the brightness, adjust the shadows. This is very, very basic. Okay, for project one, you want to add more elements, create EDMs and whatnot to post it on your social media or property portals. Okay, when it comes to content write-up, it's very subjective, okay? But surely your title must be very attractive. So when we talk about title, we have to highlight the key feature. What is the unique selling point of this property? Okay, for example, it can be KLCC view, panoramic view. Okay, these are the keywords. Tastefully designed, renovated. These are the keywords. So make sure when we do advertisement, keywords are highlighted. Okay, the main point are we rewrite it, package it nicely. Okay, same thing for project as well. All right, you want to highlight your unique selling point for your project. Okay, when it comes to the description is very different. I feel for sub sale and project. For project wise, you have to be very descriptive because we are selling something that is not done yet. Okay, is you have to visualize it and make sure you actually able to present or elaborate it out. So that is very important for project. You need to basically do a karangan like that lah, but of course you have to word it nicely. However, for sub-sale, I feel like the description, of course, you need to put up as many information as possible, but has to be simple and straightforward. Okay, I see some sub-sale agents, they do like a karangan in their description. I feel like that is a lot lah. So depends, but I feel like for sub-sales, simple and straightforward is better. Okay, so that's about marketing side. Okay, now come to appointment. This is very important, whether you are projects agents or sub-sale agents. You need to know how to find out your client needs. You need to listen to what their concern is. Okay, be it projects or sub-sale agents. When we first pick up the inquiry from our client, we have to make the call. Okay, if possible, any possible time, if you feel this is a possible time, not too late, not too early, try to make a call. Call your clients and ask over the phone rather than text them. Okay, unless the clients are not comfortable in doing that, it's okay, then we text lah. However, the first priority will be calling them. Because why? Because that's the first personal touch happens, and people will feel it over the phone. Okay, how you express yourself, is this person sincere, is this person professional, is all can be heard over the voice one. Okay, that is very important. So now a good rent will have to find out what's your client needs. So before we propose or before we set a viewing appointments, we have to ask a series of questions. These are example. There are more questions to ask. Okay, however, normally what we will ask is identify whether they have seen this area or ever seen this project before. All right, these are very important because so that you can gauge what the clients know, what the clients don't know. Okay, then we can give our professional advice or knowledge that we can share to our clients. All right, number two, find out where they are currently staying. Is it important? In my opinion, yes. It's because then we know, understand our clients better, why they decided to move out from their area and move to here. Because there might be reason why currently staying area may not suit their needs anymore and why they move to this area. So that's why we want to ask this question. Okay, same thing to number three lah. Why you are searching this area or this condominium? Is it because this area, your working area is close to here, or because you want to send your children to study here? Why? because this is the pain point. This is your client's pain point. Later, I will touch to that as well. Okay, number 4, are you going to stay with your family, partners, or alone? These are just some series of questions lah. Why you want to ask that is because you want to know what kind of layout you want to propose to your clients. Okay, what other needs that you can provide, this property development can provide to your client, because they are looking for expansion, or because they prefer to move out from the family, they want to stay for themselves. So all these questions can be asked. Okay, number 5, I think is very important, is to ask, when do you need to make the purchase? Because you know that some clients, oh, I want to see first lah. Okay, I want to see first lah. Now MCO ma, right? Economy so not so good. Maybe I see first. If I feel comfortable, then I'll purchase. So these kind of clients, even just now I've shared with you guys, listings, we grade listings. We also grade our clients as well, meaning our buyers. We grade them from grade A, grade B, grade C. If the clients can make the purchase immediately, if there's a right property, we grade it at grade A. Okay, if some clients, they will need more time one, maybe they only buy property 6 months down the road, grade B. Okay, these are sincere buyer, but they need more time to make the decision. So some clients, you know that they are not cooperative, they also don't know what they want. Of finding out what they want is very important for us, but maybe they also not sure, very uncertain one. This kind of client, maybe we can put aside, on and off, we can propose some listings to them. Okay, and when we explain, ask them, when do you need to make the purchase? Also at the same time, explain the sales process, explain the timeline. All right, and last but not least, what's the price range you are looking at? Okay, this is to funnel and filter out what are the properties that we should propose to our clients. Okay, these are the series of questions. Okay, sometimes clients may not like to hear the word budget, then you ask about the price range law. Okay, and also at the same time, use this opportunity to filter your client's loan profile. Ask them whether they have checked their loan profile, whether they can get the loan for this kind of property price range or not. Okay, talk about DSR and stuff like that. All right, tips here. When it comes to sub-sale or project, same thing. Select a few best layouts or best units that fits your client's requirement. Okay, don't simply choose a few lah, because this agent proposed to me lah, that agent proposed to me lah, and then I propose to my client, because that is the easiest way. So why I always mention about propose 3 to 4, because first, of course, clients wants to have options. They don't want to be pushed with just one product. However, we select 3 to 4 best unit in that area or in that condominium. Worry not, at the end of the day, if they're really sincere or genuine to buy the property, they will come back to us. Let other agents propose the not so good one. Okay, when we listen to client needs, right? When we really listen and find out what client needs, we actually already how do you call that, smaller, I mean, narrow down their needs already, when we know what's the best suits them. So select 3 to 4 for them to choose. And one good tip here I would like to share with you guys is, normally when a client's call in, right, what I'm going to tell them is that, hey, Mr. So and so, since that you already contacted me and I over the phone, I feel I'm sure that you are confident in me lah. So why not call other agents? Because if you are going to call other agents, right, chances are you may have the same being the same listings, or being proposed listings that is not suits your requirement, since that I already have a discussion with you and already found out what you really want. So give me time, trust me that I can give you propose you the right unit. Give me by end of the day, give them a timeline, okay? Give them a timeline that I will give you 2 to 3 proposal, and then make sure that you stick with me lah. Give me some time, okay? Okay, this will filter out, make sure that the clients don't go to other agents. Okay, this is a one tip that I share with you guys, because a lot of agents, right, they don't say this enough lah. Okay, number 5, So once viewing appointment is done, so you need to do follow-up, right? So when it comes to follow-up, you have already viewed a few units, perhaps a few different layout. So analyze your products and why this particular units or this particular house suits your clients better than the rest. Compare the pros and cons. And earlier on, we already find out the client needs lah. So if there is further concerns, right? So we try to provide a solutions. Listen, okay, ask the right questions. Normally, when asking the right questions, right? Normally, we don't ask a yes and no kind of question lah. If we ask a yes and no kind of questions, we cannot find out more information. All right. We ask questions that find out the big why, open-ended questions. Okay. Number 4, close deal on the spot if the situation allowed. Okay, for project agent, please close deal on the spot, yeah. Okay, because sometimes project is very different. When we sell a product, push on the projects, the emotions builds up already. So we will always advise our agents, especially for project one, close on the spot if possible. Okay, and not at the same time, if clients decided not to make the decision now, not to be too pushy lah, because at the end of the day, if the product is right, if you present the right, how you angle it, how your presentation done it right, at the end of the day, the clients will come back to you. Okay, same thing for sub-sale as well. Okay, sub-sale, if we can close the deal on the spot, why not? Okay, so be ready when it comes to closing. Okay, and last but not least is the follow-up. Okay, I feel like a lot of agents neglected this one. Okay, please follow up your clients within 24 hours because this is the golden hour. The emotion is still there after the viewing appointments, right? The emotion is still there one. Okay, after 24 hours, if they don't hear from the agents, means the agents also not really sincere or interest in servicing the client lah, right? So it's very important we follow up within 24 hours. Okay, take note on that, yeah. All right, negotiation. That is a very, very important stage or the final stage for sub-sale, where for project is the presentation, the end of presentation, the closing part. So first thing first, the negotiation when it comes to sub-sale is to create a win-win situation. All right, when we talk about win-win situation, is the owners and the buyer. And at the end of the day, agents also have to win, right? So make sure owner is happy with the price, make sure buyer is happy with the price, with the house, and at the end of the day, as an agent, we get the commission. Okay, the commission that we deserve. Okay, so the objective or the goals of negotiation is to create win-win. All right, second point, practice objective perspective. Okay, this happens very commonly for agents, whereby when it comes to negotiation or when it comes to persuasion, they tend to have their own personal feeling or own opinion when it comes to negotiation. What do I mean by that? I have agents come to tell me that, for example, the tenant is not cooperative lah, and or maybe have a prejudgment on whether the tenant can pay or not. And when it comes to convincing the owner, they also not persuade by themselves. But try not to have this kind of a subjective perspective. Be objective, meaning we look at facts and data. We look at proof. If they says that when we did a background check and really the profile is not good, then okay lah, then we move on. Not to have a prejudgment or feelings when it comes to negotiation, because we are not a messenger, we are a negotiator. Okay, when we are a messenger, it's very dangerous because whatever our clients told us, right, we tend to push the same thing to the owner, then the deal may not go through. Okay, have the objective perspective and select the right words, talk the right thing. Okay, use the right words is very, very important. So that is experience built up. So okay, right. Third point, which is very important, for sub-sale agents, okay, this specifically for sub-sale agents, is negotiation start upon picking up listings. Okay, not during the negotiation time, not when the time that the buyer give offer and then start to negotiation. The negotiation actually start very early, which is when the time you pick up the listings. All right, this is a time that you first meet the owner. Use this opportunity, okay, to build a good relationship with your owner, okay? Because at the end of the day, we are in a business, people business, okay? There's a lot of sentimental values and emotions when it comes to negotiation. So be prepared when you go for picking up the listings, everything is prepared lah. Okay, this is important for sub-sale project. Negotiation or convincing, we talk about 3 points. What are the 3 points? Pain point, trigger point, and unique selling point. Okay, what is pain point? What is trigger point? What is unique selling point? Okay, I give you an example. For example, today this buyer, they want to buy this property is because they are growing their family. The wife is already pregnant with the twin. Okay, so that's why they are looking for this property or this project. And currently the house is very small. So this is their pain point. Okay, because they do not have enough space already, they are utmost important to solve this problem. Hence, they are looking for a bigger unit. So when it comes to negotiation, remind them, hey, remember, sir, you told me that you want bigger space because your wife is pregnant. Remind them about this pain point. Okay, so actually can apply to the owner as well. So this is just an example. Remind them why, the big why they want to make the purchase. Because sometimes they have too many options, right? They cannot focus they cannot magnify their problem, or they cannot see their problem. So this is, when it comes to negotiation part, this is where we bring them back. Okay. Second is the trigger point. What is trigger point? What is pain point and trigger point is actually very close. But trigger point is something that is not important to solve, but it's good to have. Okay. For example, when they buy this property, yes, it's bigger size. They already solved their pain point. However, with the same price, with this kind of price, you can get a better condominium with a better developer, with a higher end quality. Why not? So this is something that can fulfill their desire, the point that can fulfill their desire. Okay, these are the points that you can highlight. And last but not least is the unique selling point of this development. This is the perspective of a seller. What are the key things here? What are the unique selling point for this development? Maybe it's connected to a shopping mall. Maybe it's connected to LRT. May not be very important. May not be the pain point of this client, but it's the selling point of this project or this property. So highlight these 3 points when it comes to negotiation. It can apply to owner as well. I just give you an example. Okay, today owner said the reason why they want to sell this property is because they are in financial trouble, or maybe they want to migrate soon because of their children is at overseas. So they have a very good reasons why they want to sell. So these are the pain points that we can highlight again when it comes to negotiation. And also trigger point is why you want to sell. Maybe we can highlight the client's profile is good. All right, we already pre-check their loan profile is very good, and especially now it's a buyer's market. Buyers have a lot of options to choose lah. So hey, you don't want to lose this client. That is the desire, create their desire to accept the offer. And last but not least, unique selling point. Okay, what is the unique selling point for current market for sub-sale? Is that until the end of the year, actually, if they are selling a residential property, they do not have to pay the RPGT. First 3 property, if they sell within this year, they do not have to pay for RPGT. This is a unique selling point under current market. So all these points can be brought up when it comes to negotiation. Okay. Now, one more key point is that as a negotiator, we try to negotiate lah, not to be a messenger lah. So the words that we send out to both parties, for the buyers or for the owners, have to package one, have to repackage one. We don't just say the same words by words to our owner or our buyer, because the clients or the buyer may not, the buyer or the owner may not meant it. So we have to repackage. So at the end of the day, both parties must have feel like, oh, they have a very smooth negotiation process. They feel like they already won it. So how to make them feel it is all through the negotiator, correct? Because all the message is passed through us, ma. So how we deliver is really based on us, how we convey the message, correct? Okay, right. So I will share some tips. I hope that at the end, you guys actually take down some of the key points and start using it, right? Okay, last part, last stage is closing deal. Okay, don't be shy, talk to your clients. If you need to ask for deposit, if you need to ask them to push for the closing, just do it. Okay, I know some agents very paiseh. Paiseh means very shy lah in Hokkien word. So don't be shy, just be daring. And when it comes to presentation as a new agent, okay, you do project, you don't have confidence to present. Fake it till you make it lah. Okay, and confidence is built up because you are prepared. If today you are not prepared, today you do not understand the project, you do not understand the demographic, you are not prepared, hence why you don't have confidence. So confidence is built up whether you are ready or not. If you are ready, you are able to talk. Okay, so I still remember my first deal. I first meet owner for my picking up the listings. I was quite nervous. However, when I talked to the owner thought I have a few years experience already, but that was my first listings appointment. Why is it so? Because I feel like I have done enough study of the area of the market. So when I meet the clients, right, I have more confidence. So as a new agent, this is very important. I said earlier on step one, need to do enough study before you go to pick up the listings. Same thing to project agent. You need to study enough of your project, get as many information from your leaders so that when it comes to presentation time, you are more prepared and more confident. Okay. Number three, make sure your forms are ready and collect earnest deposit whenever it's possible. I'm sure that some of the agents when they go for viewing appointment, they don't have forms one. Okay. And when clients are ready to make the purchase, place the booking, they are not ready. Even the buyer is more ready than the agents. That is not right lah. So make sure that the forms is ready. I'm sure that all the agencies here as e-forms already, e-signing, everything can be done by over the phone. So make sure your phone has the internet in this situation. Okay, if your forms are all e-forms, make sure you have your phone is charged and your phone has internet lah. Okay, and for project agent, make sure you know what are the forms you need to fill up, what are the forms need to be sent to the developer. Okay, so that don't do last minute, because I seen some of the project agents very kalam kabut. Okay, don't know which form have to prepare lah. So this is a good time. FMCO is a good time to ask and to learn what are the forms need to fill. Go back to your leaders and ask them how to fill up this form. What I need to send to the developer after all the forms are filled up. All these are the right questions. There's no wrong questions here. Okay. Number four, ensures the buyers or owner signs the letter offer, or for developer or for project, make sure the booking form is signed lah. Okay. Next is that the owner have to sign the letter of appointment as well. So this is about tying the loose end, because I know that some agents even tell me, oh, I already collect the booking, but buyer sign letter offer, but owner have not signed yet, or owner have not signed the letter of appointment. So later on, if we are not done properly, that will have an issue. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Tying the loose end is very important. Okay, after so much effort we have done, we don't want to have a zero, come back to zero later on. And for project, make sure if like booking forms, everything forms is signed, booking fee is already transferred, make sure a receipt is given to your client lah. Okay, and make sure earnest deposit is banked into the agency client's account. or developer account. So this is to make sure that client interests are protected, agents' interests are protected as well. Okay. And last but not least is to contact your bankers or lawyers immediately after all the forms are signed, and make sure that the process are smooth. Okay, we are the middleman to make sure the process all goes well. Okay, so get the reliable lawyers, get the reliable bankers. If you don't have one, ask your agency, ask your team leader. Surely they have reliable bankers and lawyers. Okay, right. So I already explained the 7 step. Now I want to share 4 key aspects when it comes to close deals, because our topic is about closing deal, right? Okay. So I've noticed that to have successfully closed deals, these 4 aspects are very, very important. If you notice, top agents, top performer, they have done it very, very well. Okay. First one is about frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is the mood of the client. Today, I'm an agent. Of course, when we want to present a product or a property, we have to be excited, right? And then the clients also, if they are very passive, they are very cool, very calm, not so active, not so excited, we have to slowly build up their frequency, meaning they also need to feel excited. Okay, that is slowly build up one. There also another round whereby the agents very cool and calm and not talk one. They just, oh, bring buyers view, right? They just open door, show you see yourself, and that is not a proper agents doing lah. Okay, we need to do presentation, we need to talk nicely, we need to be professional, share the knowledge, and build up your clients' frequency. Some clients are over excited, you want to calm them down. So we are just a little bit more excited with the clients. This is to balance out the emotions, all right? Good agents do this very well. Okay, so that the clients are more comfortable when we talk to them. You can see good agents, when you talk to the clients, like it's like friend one, and this needs some skills and some experience to do that lah. So don't worry, but it's very important. If you want to close deal, you need to do that. Okay, number 2 is about attitude. All right, a good agents have a very good attitude. All right, what is attitude? Attitude reflected by our actions. As an agent, if we have good attitude, we have to respond to our client fast. Within 24 hours, we have to respond already. If any message comes, is immediately response is even better. So this is very important, because if we can have a good attitude, provide being professional, provide the good information, people start to have trust in us. Okay. Number 3 is about perspective. A good agent will able to present a product in different perspective. Today, agent A and agent B, they are selling the same product, same project. Why this buyer have to go through me? Why this agents don't go, this buyer don't go to agent A? Is because one good agent is able to describe the same product at different perspective. Say for example, agents can present this product from competition perspective, competitor perspective, compare this project, this property better than our property better than the competitor one, or even from economic perspective, why this is a good time to buy property. So different coming from the different angle, so that your client sees different value in this product and eventually place the booking, close the deal with you. Okay, last but not least is about speed. Okay, we are in a world that competition is so high because of the internet. Everything is online. Skill is free. I mean, knowledge is free. Okay, you can learn so many things online. And same thing, because of this internet, everything's there's the barriers actually goes lower. Things are moving very fast. So clients, the most things that agents do not want to make, the most important mistakes that agents don't want to make, is that keep your clients waiting. Okay, no one wants to make wants to wait, and clients want to feel privileged lah. So your response time is very important. Okay, and we are in a world that is not about big fish eating the small fish. We are in the world that the fast fish eat the small fish. Okay, just for example, like Tesla was started like what, 10 over years ago, and now their valuation of the company is more than those old pioneers. Okay, like you can see that Grab also started off quite late, and Uber actually came into Malaysia first. However, they are managed to take over Uber, okay, because of speed as well, because they're able to adapt very fast and change very fast. So speed is very important here. So out of four key aspects here, it's like a table, right? Table have four legs. So without one, it become unstable already. So for agents, if you want to close the deal, make sure you have all these four key aspects are properly improved and refined over time lah. Okay, comes to my last slides already. Okay, this FMCO 14 days activities. Some agents tell me, hey, Terrance, I have nothing to do. This FMCO time, what are the things that agents can do? Actually, there are a lot of things that can do. I will just highlight 6. I'm sure that you guys have not done all 6 lah. Okay, first thing first, I've mentioned FMCO. Your clients is at home waiting for your call. Okay, they are watching Netflix by now. So last time agents asked me, what's the best time to call? There's no best time. And in fact, FMCO, this lockdown period, is the best time to call your clients. Okay, pick up the phone after this and start calling. Okay, so I'm sure that you have the client list already, or in fact, if you are doing project, you have a lot of recycle lists that you can call. Make use of it, all right? Because now is the clients will pick up your call more than ever. Number 2, follow up your existing clients. Okay, who don't know, but whether you have you thoroughly follow up not? What are the information you can follow up? Give new proposal. Besides getting feedback, propose new products. There's a lot of supplies in the market. You can propose a new listings, and also share info sharing lah. Like those that who are doing project HOC being extended, good news, share with your client. Okay, whatever new development in the area or in this project, share with your client. Okay, for this follow-up section, I would suggest maybe you guys can use WhatsApp Business. If you have not used WhatsApp Business, maybe you can venture it, because WhatsApp Business, right? There's 2 key features that I find it very useful. First is the WhatsApp catalog, where you can include all your listings there. So whenever we want to share, it's very easy. New proposal, we can share to a few clients at the same time. Okay. Number 2 key features here is the labeling. If you have a venture into WhatsApp Business, right, there's this category called label. So you can label your clients based on their profile. So when he wants to follow up, it's even easier. Okay, number 3, what are the other things that agents can do during this time? Is to re-strategize and optimize your marketing plan. If you feel like you come to a bottleneck, now is the time to redo your marketing research. Okay, and just now I was also shared use traffic light system to re-optimize your marketing plan, whether I want to spend more money on these listings or reduce it. Okay, do market research, or even if you want to expand to other area, do it now, because this is the best time. Because before this MCO lockdown, you are very much outside, okay, meeting clients and whatnot. You have no time to do all the back-end study. Now is the time. Right, number 4, tidy up your database. Just now I've shared about WhatsApp Business is one way. Of course, if you have your own listings management or clients management, do it now. Okay, I'm sure project agents, you have a lot of marketing materials that you are not properly organized, okay, or you have lack of information of marketing material. This is the time to share it, to organize it. Okay. Number 5, video and Zoom presentation. Okay, Zoom presentations or video presentation is not something new. Okay, however, I'm sure for most of the agents here, you have not done it lah. Okay, so everything have the first time. Okay, being those agents who are just joined the industry, you already make the first step. Okay, now is the time to move forward to learn new skill. For project wise, now is the best time to do virtual presentation or Zoom presentation. Even for sub-sale also can do presentation. Maybe I don't use the word presentation, we use consultation. Just over last week, actually me and my team actually had a business opportunity presentation to present to a group of investors. Okay, I'm not selling projects, I'm not selling product, but I did a consultation session for my clients whereby I find out what they really need. Because like Audrey yesterday I mentioned, current market is a buyer's market, and we should focus on our buyers. So at this time, use this video presentation to find out what they really want. Okay, conduct a consultation session. Okay, I call it consultation session is because we do it professional way. Okay, have a series of flow, what you want to ask, and maybe some proposal as well. Okay, right. Last but not least, where everyone is here is to pick up new skills and knowledge. Thank you everyone today who came. Okay, because I know that you guys want to learn. Okay, so besides attending training like this, also advisable to read out more books, okay, to watch more educational video about real estate. Okay, even outside of real estate, no problem, because this is the best time to upskill ourselves. Because if we don't upskill ourselves, we will come to a bottleneck whereby we don't see much improvement. Okay, so thank you very much everyone who came. Before I end, I would like to share a quote that I find it very inspiring to myself. So this quote is saying, the person who wants to do always looking for ways. You have seen a lot of people actually doing something because they really want to. And people who don't always look for excuses. Okay, so thank you so much. And please I hope that everyone start to take action today after this session. Okay, before that, I would like to get some feedbacks from everyone. Maybe let me share screen again. After this, I will come to.
Okay, thanks. Terrance, there are some questions for you at the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for our speaker, Terrance, please feel free to drop your questions down. And more importantly, now that we shared the feedback screen, please do scan and give us feedback so that we can continuously improve our training. Terrance, you can go ahead and answer the questions. There are about 5 questions.
5 questions. Okay. Dear Terrance, please do a quick recap on the point, especially point 1 and 2. Sorry, I have missed out from GS. Which point you are referring?
We will shoot out the slides for point 1 and point number 2.
Yep. May I have your comments on calling customer versus WhatsApp? Okay, I always recommend our agents to make call first. Okay, because WhatsApp, you did not able to hear over their voice, because over the voice, right, over verbals, you're able to feel it, whether our clients, whether they are sincere, same in return, vice versa. Your clients were able to feel our sincerity or genuineness or not. So we always recommend to call first, only then we WhatsApp. Okay, I hope that I answered GS questions. Okay. So far, no question. When can I start selling property? From Joel. Okay. We can sell, if you are talking about agents, right? We always can sell property anytime. Okay, of course, now is buyer's market. If you think that this is the, if as an owner's perspective, if the price is right, sell it, because there's also incentive from the government, okay, the RPGT waiver. So if you're coming as an agent's perspective, now is the time. In fact, yesterday was the time. So the next time is now. Terrance, what is the phone apps to edit the photos? Okay, normally your apps, your phone already have existing photo editing. Normally, I adjust on the brightness and the shadows and adjust on the position. If you want to have more advanced one for editing, maybe you can look into VS Code Cam or other phone editor apps, which is very common. Okay, what is the best time of successful online consultation? There is no best one, I would say. However, a successful online consultation is that our clients, we're able to find out what our client needs. And at the end of the session, the client is comfortable with us and they follow us. Okay, the objective is that. And be prepared lah, when it comes to online consultation, have a series of flow. Okay, GS Chia, what's the strategy to use to seek to revise price? Okay, normally when I want to give a suggestion to owners to revise the price is of course with the data support of what other available units in the market. Okay, I can check on iProperty, I can check on Property Guru, what is the available units that is competing with this unit. And if the property price is much higher, the current listings that I'm having is higher than the market price, I would advise the owner. Okay, and secondly, I will use bricks data to support my findings. Okay, I hope that I answer GS questions. What is the effective way of cold calling? Darren, okay, cold calling part interesting. On Friday, we have a session for cold calling, so stay tuned. We will give a sharing or training session for that. Okay. Thanks, Cynthia, for bringing that up.
Okay, and Adrian also share can use Top Advisor.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, who joined us today. So tomorrow we have another session. Also, hope that you guys are able to join us. And also, please fill out the feedback form. We would like to hear from you, your feedback. What are the things that we can improve on as well? Okay, we feel like knowledge is free. It should be shared to our peoples. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Terrance. Okay, guys, remember all our sessions are at 3 p.m. Tomorrow will be the Art of Negotiation by Aldrin. It will be a follow-up on how to negotiate during your buyer's market. I hope you guys stay tuned. So make sure everybody keeps their energy level up. Make sure everybody attends, and I hope we continue to provide well-informed trainings for you all. Okay, sekian, terima kasih. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.